Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm so excited to be the guest co-host of the Thrift Flip Road Trip Open Challenge, which is hosted by Sammy from Unicorn Dust Designs and Kay and Trish from Crafting Cousins. Now there is going to be a giveaway with this collaboration, and here is Trish to tell you more about it.
Welcome to the Thrift Flip Road Trip. Today we're driving into an exciting open challenge brought to you by Unicorn Dust Designs, Crafting Cousins, and our special guest host, Jody at Southern Seasons. Watch as talented creators transform forgotten treasures into something extraordinary. And here's the best part. We're giving away fabulous prizes to 5 lucky winners. Prizes include a Dremel rotary toolkit from Home Ridge Studio, a micro sander and a pair of miter snips from Happiness Created, a $25 Amazon gift card from Farmhouse Frugally, and 2 wood craft kits from Crafting Cousins. To enter, just watch the September Thrift Flip Road Trip playlist and comment your favorite project from each creator on their video. You must comment on every video to be eligible to win. Mark your calendar for September 28th when we will announce the winners on our community tabs. I'm sorry, due to shipping costs, the giveaway is only open to U.S. residents. Don't miss out on this chance to win, and be sure to spread the love by following the playlist link in the description box below.
Now let's get started on DI number 1. I'm going to be using some picture frames today. A couple are from the thrift store and one is that I already have. This is one that I thrifted many years ago. It says $3.99, but I probably got it half off, but that's still a good deal. And I have this scrapbook paper that I printed off from Creative Fabrica. I love the fall vibes. I love the girls standing there looking at everything. And I was going to keep the picture frame the way it is because it coordinates so well, but I don't like what they've done on here. It's kind of a reddish color. So I will be painting that. And I'm also going to add some spooky details here. I'm going to change the butterflies to bats, and I'm going to add a black cat. Let's get started with the bats. Just going to take some black paint here. I also have some warm white. I'm going to add a few little ghosts. And I have antique white and chamomile that I think mixed together is going to coordinate with this background, because my bats are going to be smaller, of course, than the butterflies. Let's go ahead and do one butterfly here. So I'm just taking a thin brush with the black paint, and I'm just going to freehand a bat design. Now I'm taking a mix of the 2 colors, and I'm going to go over where the bottom part of the butterfly is kind of sticking out here. So you can see the details now of the bat. And off camera, I'm going to go ahead and change the other 3 butterflies to bats. All right, they're all done. Looks really cute. Now I want to go ahead and just do a little black cat here. Just going to freehand a black cat. We're going to just be the back of it because it's going to be looking out just like the little girl is. All right, the next thing I'm doing is taking that warm white, and I'm going to have a couple of ghosts just peeking out from the trees on each side. I'm going to do 2 ghosts. They're going to be quite small because my trees are small. I'm just going to take black and make dots for their eyes. Alright, the next thing I'm doing is taking my fan brush here, and I'm going to dip it in the warm white, and I'm just going to be pouncing some white on here. I just felt like it needed something else in here. It's kind of hard to make fog. So I thought I'd just kind of add these little traces of white going across. Alright, now it is all done. I added some more at the top. Now I need to work on the picture frame. So I'm just taking the antique white and I'm just going to be painting this just a couple coats. Like I said, you can kind of see it's reddish color. I don't like that. I'd rather it be brown, and I'm actually going to put some brown on here. But first I want to get a couple coats of this antique white on. Alright, now I'm taking my melted chocolate and I'm just got a piece of paper towel here that I dampened down, and I'm dipping it in the paint and rubbing it on and taking it off. I think this will look much better with the picture having this warm of the brown, the warmth of it. Alright, now I have it in the frame. I did put the glass back in. I think this looks really nice. Just a touch of spookiness, but you know what? I want to add something onto the picture frame. I like it the way it is, but you know, I kind of like to add some embellishments. So I just have this leaf here that was on a wreath that I pulled off. I will be covering up that little spot there because there was some berries there that I didn't want to use. And I have this darker leaf that will cover up that hot glue spot, just like that. And I have a black rose. I wanted to add some black because I've got the black cat and the black bats. Alright, I'm also going to add a few pieces off of here. I like these, they kind of look like little pumpkins. So I'm going to cut a couple of these off, and I'm going to be hot gluing it around the rose. I might use these pip berries here, I'm not sure. I might not. I think I just might use this little piece right here and then another one like it. And I also have these little pieces of berries that I want to tuck in around the rose. Oops, spilled a little bit of glue right there. And I like these little flowers here. Let's cut off a few of these and just kind of tuck them in around the rose. All right, let's check it out. So here I put it on my table with a couple of ravens. I think it looks cute. And here's a little bit more close up. Now let's do DIY number 2. All right, so I have this picture frame here and I want to show you how I did this. This is one that was my mother's. It had her baby picture in it, and you can see I used it like on a wreath on here, and I pulled some stuff off and the paint came off. But this is what it originally looked like, and I just took some warm white paint for it. I also had these wood appliques that I had for a few years that I got from Home Depot, and they just happened to fit on there. I couldn't believe it. And I had thought about using some of my clay and using this fleur-de-lis to put in the middle, but I did decide not to do that. So I ended up just using these, and I'm taking some hammered iron and I'm going over the appliques, and then I also did it around the frame, and I just used some E6000 and some clamps to glue it on. All right, so now I need it to be black. I can always make it this again, that's no big deal, but I'm gonna do black here. And you'll see why I'm doing black here in just a few minutes. I'm going to be taking my Waverly chalk paint and plaster, and I'm just going to be dry brushing over the whole picture frame. Maybe a little heavier in some spots and lighter in others. Now this is what I'm going to be putting inside. Yes, it doesn't fit. I got this from Temu last year and never used it. But I'm going to be filling all these other areas in with some scrapbook paper. But the first thing I want to do is cut this because I don't want square edges. And this is canvas, so it's really not easy. You can't really rip it or anything. So I'm just going to cut around it kind of like in little waves. And I'll probably do some more fine tuning to it before I attach it to the cardboard. Now, another thing I want to do is take some of my melted chocolate. I'm just going to test it right now. I want to darken a bunch of this up. And I think this is what I want it to do. I think I'm liking this. Yeah, I really like this because I can do it darker in some areas and keep it lighter in the others. So I'll go ahead and finish doing this on here, and I'll probably add some more later after I glue it on top of the scrapbook paper. Alright, so I want to show you I have the scrapbook paper here that I printed from Creative Fabrica. These two are the same, I just made one bigger and the other one smaller. And I want to use that black butterfly on there by itself. So I will be cutting that out. So I'm just going to sit here and try to figure out where I want to place each paper. And again, I'll probably cut some more off of the canvas so you can see more of the paper showing. Alright, so this is the first piece that I'm going to go ahead and use, and this is the one that has the black flowers on it. I'm going to use the flowers on the opposite side. Just going to Mod Podge these down. And I probably, of course I don't need it this big because you're not going to see all this, but I'm just going to go ahead and put bigger sheets on as I go instead of small pieces, just in case. And it does have a few wrinkles, so I'm going to get my heat gun and get those wrinkles out. I'm going to go ahead and finish getting the rest of the scrapbook paper on, and here's how it turned out. And I did cut a little bit more off, but I want to cut even more, I think. Alright, so I went ahead and Mod Podged it on. I did cut quite a bit more off, and here's that black butterfly. I'm going to put that about right there. But before I put that on, I'm going to go ahead and take the melted chocolate here again, and I'm going to go back over this a lot darker. Add more of this brown, and I'm even going to put some of the brown onto the scrapbook paper, just to help it blend in, since the canvas wasn't exactly the same colors as the scrapbook paper. Alright, now that is done, I put the butterfly on, and my frame does have the glass too, and I love it because it's a bubble. I think this is gorgeous. I love the way that it turned out. So here's a little bit close-up picture. I had to put it down on the carpet to see it. And here is a little vignette that I did with it. All right, let's get on DIY number 3, which is the last one. Now I'm going to do another thing with a raven, and this is a frame that I made last year. I used paper clay on it, and I'm going to show you a quick little snippet of how I did it. So this is what the frame looked like. This is actually one that I had on hand. I took the picture out. I'm painting it with warm white, but I do want to make some molds. So I went ahead and painted it, and I'm just taking some cornstarch and going in my molds. This is the paper clay. So I want to make some pieces because I want to do all these details in each of the corners. So this is the one that's going to go in each corner. And I did add some others on the other side, as you can see, different molding, and I just went with some sandpaper and distressed it all. And I'm also taking that hammered iron gray that I have and going over it. Alright, so this is super easy. This is another print that I got off of Creative Fabrica, and I'm just going to frame it. That's all I'm going to do. Well, I might add some more details. Now I'm taking my cardboard in here because there's a little bit of an overlay from the back, and I want to place my raven on there because I don't want to cover up the books. So I kind of want to know where to place it on the cardboard. Just going to Mod Podge it on real quick and then place it back into the frame. Alright, so I could leave it just like this, but I do want to add some embellishments. I feel like this top right corner is really bare because everything is going on in the bottom left corner and then of course going across. Now I'm not going to hot glue anything onto the frame, I'm just doing everything on the paper. So I have some of these berries that I used before on my last project, and I'm taking some leaves that I have off of another pick, and I'm going to add another one of those black roses. And these black roses are from the His and Hers collection at Hobby Lobby. Alright, let's see how it looks in a vignette. I love all three of my projects, but I think number 2 is my favorite. Which one is your favorite? Please let me know in the comments below. Alright, my sweet friends, that's going to do it for the video today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and please be sure to check out everybody's videos. I have the playlist link down below in my description box, along with Sammy and Kay and Trish's channel links too. I want to wish everybody a very wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.